uh, efficient and a very academically sound professor. And uh, to his pride, he is the president of prestigious university, Eduskia Research University. Dr. Pratisha Madam, Vice President of Eduskia Research University, Professor Kanur, uh, Pro Vice Chancellor, Dr. Mayo, Pro Vice Chancellor. Just we have listened, Dr. Mayo. He was explaining. He has made my path very clear, so it will be good so that I can take some new points. And I was listening very carefully the remarks being uh, delivered by Rania Lympia Madam from Greece, and it was excellent. And now, without any further delay, let me start my presentation. My presentation is I'm going to just, focus on the benefits, challenges, and applicability of multidisciplinary research in contemporary business environment. So, with this, I will be starting. We all know that research is always a kind of like uh, systematic investigation into and the study of material and sources in order to establish the facts and reach new conclusions. Always research is a meant for the creation of new knowledge. A person can use existing knowledge in a new and creative way. And always, I believe that research refers to a systemized methods of consisting of defining a problem, collecting the facts, formulating the hypothesis, and analyzing them, and reaching at certain conclusion. This is most important aspect of research. When we understand research that it is highly scientific, and then only we can work accordingly. Then we know very well that one is disciplinary, one is multidisciplinary, one is interdisciplinary, one is transdisciplinary. When we are talking about disciplinary, it is one subject. And when we are talking about multidisciplinary, it is a combination or kind of like it describes the combining or the involving several academic disciplines or professional specializations in approach to a topic or a problem. To solve a problem, two different disciplines will be joining together. It will become multidisciplinary. And interdisciplinary is an adjective that describes, it is very much describes that relating more than one branch of knowledge. It is more than one branch of knowledge. It is not discipline, it is branch of knowledge, different branch of knowledge. And transdisciplinary is relating to more than one branch knowledge. I mean to say, it is defined the adjective. It is an adjective to disciplinary subjects when different type of kind of branch are coming together to explain a particular problem related to a area, one issue, one phenomenon. So at that time, the transdisciplinary research will be conducted. But today, our subject is multidisciplinary. In multidisciplinary research, we will understand how several academics disciplines are coming together to solve a particular problem. So, exactly what is a multidisciplinary subject? Let us discuss very clearly. Multidisciplinary research is a research technique in which instruments and tools from several fields and disciplines are employed to obtain an answer to a question, answer to a problem. And experts from several fields must work together. When Dr. Mayo was telling, togetherness will conquer, will certainly address the queries, the questions. And here, to address the issues at hand, they all combine their knowledge. Knowledge combination will be taken place. That is why the main scientific challenge of coming decade will require multidisciplinary research. Without multidisciplinary research, it is very difficult to answer the problems. And why it is becoming increasingly prevalent? Why? Multidisciplinary studies address current and real world issues with a concentrated, focused solution. And to overcome the challenges, developing countries commonly use multidisciplinary strategy. It represents a forward thinking of scholastic method. It is a forward thinking. If at a group of people from different discipline will be working for making a solution. So it is a great part of the research. And your kind information, multidisciplinary approach denotes that information from several fields is used to a particular topic and complements each other in such a way that clear conclusions may be drawn without being labeled as isolated or partial. So when we are facing multidisciplinary research, how to conduct a range of disciplines engage together to investigate a certain problem or certain issues. So certain issue will be studied. So the individual findings of the discipline involved are just aggregated. So 5 persons they have combined, 5 disciplines they have combined from different subjects. So the outcomes of individual findings will be aggregated. As a result, modern research is typically multidisciplinary in all sense. And the problems solving in driving factors behind its prevalence. The reason for this is growing. Why we are doing multidisciplinary research? Because the growing dominance of problem-solving, project-oriented applied research. So suppose a person is applying in World Bank. Suppose a country is suffering from poverty. So they need to develop a technical report. They have to develop a technical kind of submission. And the growing research canon is about applying knowledge from various disciplines to solve solutions. So it requires some insight into problems, different current problems, at least an understanding of it in totality, for which this multi-faceted concept can be undertaken. So teamwork, leadership, tolerance for difference and uncertainty, and unselfishness are likely to be required for effective multidisciplinary research. Suppose you are in management. So you want to make a statistical I mean to say a particular test, statistical software and other things. You may involve your research to a statistics department so that they can analyze it properly. And in that case, you need different ideas to be taken. And that is the whole component, such as economics, social, political, psychological, all those things will be merged together and will produce a new result. And a multi-pronged approach to problem solving. Always remember that the rise of multidisciplinary scientific disciplines such as biophysical chemistry, biomedical engineering, then IoT, then bioinformatics confirms the value of multidisciplinary. They cannot do individual way. It requires a combination of different brains. It requires a combination of different subjects, different disciplines. So it is very, very important that multidisciplinary research is to recognize the importance of bridging together various fields to address the world's problem. Like we recently have faced the COVID-19. So different multidisciplinary research has had taken place, and like plague, we eradicated plague. So these are the areas where scientists from various fields, they are working to solve a particular social issue. And for example, the challenges, what challenges we are plaguing at multidisciplinary research? Lack of coherence when other teams members each come from different fields and schools of thinkings. It can be difficult to figure out sometimes how to start working on tackling a particular challenge. That is why I told you starting in a multidisciplinary research is most vital. So the lack of oversight, one's idea and suggestion are either accepted without any questions or are rejected without any constructive criticism. So these are the challenges. So nowadays, the landscape is changing and the working culture, organization, business world is also changing. And the concept has already been changed and the interdisciplinary approach has developed, and the organization's management expects employees to be able to work with a multidisciplinary team because to derive greater efficiency, overtaking business world. Because you see, the corporate world, like team comprised of specialists from several areas such as finance, information technology, human resources, marketing, operations, warehousing, so on, are working collaboratively to solve the issues. So nowadays, corporate also looking into such kind of persons, such kind of experts. Those are understanding multidisciplinary work culture to understand the business. And you must be knowing that collaborative research program is very much focuses on new ideas and fundamental and transformative character because it is open. Collaborative, the open side of the collaborative research is very much based on the new idea. That is why we have combined our brains. Sometimes it is also risky, and because there should be a cohesiveness among the members. And the concept of multidisciplinary research team can be viewed as a subset of the concept of collaborative research. So in that case, we should know the benefits. As I told you, the benefits are very visible. Here we can access to expertise. Expertise is made possible by sharing knowledge, skill, and methodologies. And knowledge and skill transfer is possible through collaborative research only. And collaboration is much more interesting when the knowledge is informal and has not previously been published. It is the beauty of the collaborative research, I mean to say multidisciplinary research. And collaboration reduces researchers' isolation, as I told you. Collaboration allows researchers to expand their network of contacts in the scientific community. And it shares the expenses and pool resources. Resource utilization could be possible in a higher site, I mean to say fully utilization of resources can be possible because pool resources are being used under this, and the expenses also will be less when collaborative research will be taken place. And these are the implementation principle of a collaborative research. And these principles we must be knowing, then only our multidisciplinary research could be highly successful. Number one is transparency. Number two is needs of researcher. What is our need exactly? What kind of solution we need? And then flexibility, timing flexibility, research direction flexibility, and other flexibilities should be done. And review and selection process, and that should be very fast with light finance rules, because if at all more stringent policy of financial rule will be implemented, then the collaborative work cannot be progressed successfully. So we need to review and selection process in a very lighter manner. And when we are talking about business, let us discuss, because our multidisciplinary research is going to be implemented in business. India drives South Asia's current multidisciplinary research focus on engineering and technology in devoting significant attention to the natural resources, natural sciences. The agricultural sciences are a core focus of all South Asian countries, with the exception of India, because I'm telling you, India is a surplus country in agricultural products, agricultural grains. Right now, during COVID-19 also, our surplus was 2.7%. So right now also it is continuing near about 3%. We have got surplus kind of like agricultural production. So the South Asian countries could effectively leverage their research sectors to address vital development priorities, boost economic productivity, raise competitiveness, and to raise agricultural products also. So India is an expert in that area. So we are also extending our collaboration to South Asia's countries. And you must be knowing that multidisciplinary research is crucial for tackling complex problems in African nations that continue to face numerous obstacles in areas of water, sanitation, agriculture, health, and renewable energy, and natural resources again. Because you know, resource are being converted from sources. Source is always natural, starting from water, minerals, whatever we are getting, that those are the gift of the nature. So we are converting that sources into useful raw material. Then only that will become a kind of like resource. So there is a difference between source and resource. So research incentive university groups from 77 institutions around Europe has joined together to demonstrate their commitment to collaborating across the borders to promote innovations and new discoveries. Now, many countries, many institutions from different countries are joining their hands to develop, to promote innovations and new discoveries. And with this, I must extend my thanks to EduScare Research University for giving me this opportunity to share my views in this platform. Thank you very much. Over to Professor Dr. Rhituraj, sir.